Hey, I had to jump on one more time to address everything that Coach Prime got going on, y'all. I know I just came off a live, but I like live. But so let's get right to it. Coach Prime is really, truly flipping this roster. Y'all, the roster is getting flipped. 100% flipped. Well, I ain't going to say 100%, but it's going to be flipped a whole lot. I don't know if somebody did the numbers correctly on this, but they was talking about TCU had brought in a certain amount of guys last year. They said USC brought a certain amount of guys in last year, and they both had winning seasons, right? Well, Coach Prime has brought in more players than both those teams. Now, you could say he did that because that Colorado has been losing longer than TCU and USC was. So maybe he got to do more of a roster flip. And that's what he's doing. Now, the guys that he's bringing in, yes, they could be dogs. But look, if he brought in like 13 O linemen and D linemen all together, right? And that was for the right now. Now he finna bring in a whole wave more. Let's say he bring in 5 to 6 more linemen, 5 to 6 more DBs, 5 to 6 more wide receivers, or maybe 2 to 3 wide receivers, or 2 to 3 running backs, linebackers, maybe 3 to 4 linebackers. Listen, if you bringing in all these players, everybody ain't gonna play, y'all, unless they gonna have a strong rotation going on. Only way all these players that's coming in, and then the same for the players that's leaving, all them going into a situation hoping that they can go find a home and dominate. All the players coming in hoping they could come in and find a position, lock in a spot and dominate. You just don't know. You really don't know. Yeah, I came back on. Because I wanted to address this transfer portal. Say, I want to address it because I know they may not get to watch all the whole live on about the hour. So if I come in and drop in 15 minutes, they can eat that. Look, y'all, we going to have a mean too deep. Our too deep going to be nice. Oh, no. It's game on. It's real. It's live action. Yeah, y'all. If Colorado do what they supposed to do, we'll have a mean too deep. Now, we have a too deep. We got a fighting chance to do whatever we want to do this year. So that's why we're going to have so many players coming in. Now, some of these players going to have to be walk-ons, y'all. Everybody can't be on scholarship. Everybody can't be on scholarship. Do it, yes, sir. I'm back. I told y'all I was going to jump in right after. I like to get that little short segment in. I get the long one in, but I like getting that short one. Rashard, with that quick and fast offense, there should be a lot. Yes, they should have a lot of substitution. And on defense, too, because the offense they playing, they going to be rolling. So, really, you need a good, strong 2 deep. To play in the Power 5, you going to need that 2 deep. Yep, Rita, 24 players coming in. See, that's a lot. That's a lot of guys coming in. And then, y'all, they got to mix in jail during this summer and fall camp. Summer is going to be very important to all these players. They got to come in. Excuse me. They got to come in this summer, and they got to jail. They got to get in and want to be. Listen, it's a business, but at the same time, you got to grow a friendship. I can't do business with you if I don't know you or trust you. So it got to build trust. This summer, them boys going to be building trust. Coach Prime told us he want 40, 40, 20. 20% high school. Dana, what's happening? Y'all had to come back. I'm going to get about a 15-minute lock-in about them transfers and what I really think going on. So, with this transfer coming in, 40, 40, 20. Really, you say Travis will be in Dallas putting in that work, but not the whole summer, though. He coming back. He might go for a few weeks. Say they let him off in May. He might get 2 or 3 weeks off and then come back and grind. And then July, they may get a few weeks off. But most of the college guys, they come home around May. leave again, maybe come back in July, like at the end of July. So they get made in July. So you get to go put in your work. Now, but when June hit, they going to be locked in grinding. Them boy, and matter of fact, May they going to be locked in grinding. They ain't going to leave the whole May. They going to leave summer May. They maybe get a week, maybe 2 weeks. But they finna get up there and grind, man. Listen, these boys going to have to turn into family real quick. Because of Coach Prime, I heard, now don't quote me on this. I just seen it on Twitter. I can't remember who said it. So it ain't like I'm taking no props from him, and I ain't trying to take nothing from him. I'm just telling you what I saw. They say that we only have 38 scholarship players from the current roster that went 1-11. That means 85, like 50-some players, or almost 50-some players, you know, in the ballpark, gone. That's wild. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That is wild. Now, I don't know if in the old days that could have happened, but now with this transfer portal, they can do it. But like I tell all the guys, appreciate that chair I had to. I wanted to get that little segment where it'd be quick, but right to the point. Y'all, look. I hope all transfers, if you know a transfer, I'm telling them, I'm speaking from experience. If you transfer, have a school lined up. Don't jump out there without no school lined up. And make sure it's a scholarship. Then on top of that, the main thing you really leaving for at the end of the day is playing time. If you leave where you at and don't get playing time, what was the point in leaving? What was the point in leaving? So you got to make sure that when you decide to leave, you got to decide, man, that you going to go give it your all at this school. But make sure that you honestly gave it your all where you was at. Now, I done seen it where guys leave their university, go to a new university, and they take off and ball. You seen Baker Mayfield do it. You seen Jalen Hurts do it. You seen Kyler Murray do it. They left their schools, took off and ball. I'm gonna go old school on you. Troy Aikman did it too. He left his university, went to another university, and balled. Rob G, you said another 10 to 15 leaving after the spring. Man, listen, y'all, I hope them guys, Cherry, you said live football, did you follow Coach Prime when he was at JSU? Oh, yeah. But I didn't talk about him. I just talked about him to my business partner. God let me know to talk about him right now. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know how Coach Prime said God led him to JSU and led him to Colorado. I ain't gonna lie. God showed me that it was in my best interest to do. I followed Charlie Strong when he was in 2014 at Texas. I followed him. I followed everything he did. He lost, it hurt me. He won, I celebrated like I won. That's what I'm gonna do with Coach Prime. But if they lose, that ain't gonna affect me. I'm not eating that like I did with Charlie Strong. I done learned my lesson with that. But God showed me, hey, man, you want to take your business to a new level? Man, go and start doing what you do good, man. You know you love football. You know you was gonna follow Coach Prime anyways. Rock with him. So hey, I'm locked in. Me and my business partner wanted to go to see him, but he spooked me a little bit because I was like, I don't like going places, and when I fly in, I got to drive a whole hour more to get to the location. I do not like that, y'all. When I travel, I like to get there. I have a get there mentality. If somebody ever built a time portal or time machine, listen, whatever money they needed, I go earn that money and get it. Because I like to get there. I don't like to do all that ride. My wife like ride, but I don't like that. Let me see. Yep, do it. You own it. Oklahoma to USC, do it. You own it. That Troy Aikman did do that. Nate, you said, I think some of those guys just don't want to work for nothing. It could be that, but it could be, you know, coach. Listen, a coach could get into your mental. It ain't on you to let him get in your mental, but if he get into your mental, man, you might be out of there. Because if he can make you feel like, man, you ain't going to play, you going to want to leave. But in reality, he might be saying, in his mind, hey, man, I'm going to keep talking to him rough. Or I'm going to talk to him in a manner. I see he ain't like talking to him rough, so I'm going to talk to him in a different manner. Hopefully he respond to it. So sometimes the coaches be trying to figure out what you respond to. But since this Coach Prime second building program, JSU was his first. That was a learning lesson. He learned from that one. This time, he's focused and he know what he needs to do, like right out the gate. So maybe some guys he talking too crazy and to get them off. But to get them in their head too, to see if they're a dog and fight for it. But some people can't take that, man. Some people can't have the coach yelling at him all day long. Look, y'all, one day in high school, my high school coach, my grandmother had got a flat tie, right? My grandma had got a flat tie. She needed help before my football practice. I didn't tell the coach, but I told my best friend, I say, please tell coach. I was kind of nervous to tell him anyways, but I was finna go get my grandma regardless. I said, please tell coach that I gotta go. This is my senior year. I said, I gotta go get my grandma because my granddad died the year before. So I don't care what they saying. I'm going to get my grandma. So I went to go get my grandma. When I came back to practice, he was looking at me crazy like, he wouldn't let me play. I'm like, so I came for him one day. I said, coach, man, I get my spot back. He's like, no, Bubba. Coach, if you hearing this, yeah, I'm telling on you. I'm telling the truth. All right. So he said, no, Bubba, you ain't going to play. I said, coach, you mean to tell me if your grandma or your mama needed a ride, you was going to go to football practice for 2 or 3 hours and she ain't got nobody else to call and you ain't going to go get her? So you ain't going to go get your mama or grandma. And after that, he let me play. My homeboy heard me. He said he laughed and laughed and laughed. He said that was the most different conversation he ever had. But I had to come for him because I'm like, coach, you mean to tell me you want me to leave my grandma on the side of the road and you know my granddaddy died last year? Man, no. So, look, man, sometimes players got to get out of there. Sometimes you got to come for coach and the coach coming for you. So if I'm a player like Coach Prime, man, what you really want from me, man? You trying to get me out of here or do you think I can play on your squad? Be real with me, man. Don't get me all... Now, Coach Prime probably going to get hot. But if you address him solo and right up in his face, he probably will respect it like, dog, little homie came for me. He might take a liking to you. You know what? Get out there, boy. Let me see what you got. Start checking you out, and he be like, dog, dude, good. Because sometimes, man, you don't get a chance. But the good thing with them, they giving so many reps, you'll get an opportunity. So, I don't know. Like, Jerry, you said life football is so nice and patient. Hey, that's a good thing. You got to be. Got to be. David Wilson, what's happening? You said Coach Prime got to bring in his own players like he did at JSU. He has to do it in order to truly get his dollars. Yeah, you got to. You got to do it your way or it's going to be you'll get out of there before the players get out of there. Rashard, you said scholarships must be earned year to year. They do, but normally they don't take them from you like that, though. Players who can't meet the standard can get their scholarship snatched. That's a fact, but normally a coach don't take it like that unless you out there just being trash. You got to be trash. Nate, you said nowadays these kids are too soft. I don't know what it is, because somebody could have said that back when we was in high school, or college. But I get it. Cherry, you said I used to see them winning from JSU straight dogs. I don't have the patience. Got to get them out of there. See, you'll be like Coach Prime, get them out of there. Dewey, you said these kids are from the time and era where they don't get that tail whoop. Hey, you right. I don't think they whoop them like that. Mac Mill, you say you headed to... Nah, not this one. Only the game that I'm locked in for is the USC game. USC game, I will be there. Cherry, you said the poor players are bringing down the good players because we don't have enough iron to sharpen irons. Ooh, I like that. I like that assessment. That could be true. But, it's finna be plenty dogs out there now. David Wilson, you said every team has a Colorado circle on their schedule. Yeah, they want them. They want them bad. They want to knock them boys straight out. Cherry, you said, but like football, Coach Prime said we are not looking at the actual team. We are right. I already know the roster gonna be flipped. I already know they gonna come with a squad that be ready to win. But I hope, listen, in high school, we went 1-11 my junior year, and my next year we balled. Now, we didn't get no new transfers. We didn't want to lose like that no more. Okay, so Coach Prime flipping the roster, so them boys don't want to lose like that. Check this out. What if Coach Prime loses first game and go ball in the rest? Would that scare y'all? It probably would. It scared me in high school. I'm like, man, I don't want to lose like that no more. Ace, you said, what's up with the 2 DBs from Bama? Man, I'm going to look at that right when I get off of here. I already know they say Sal, that's Sal, boys. So you know Sal going to be in contact. If they dogs, Sal going to let Coach Prime know, hands down. But look, y'all, I just want to jump in for a little bit, man, and ride out with y'all. Man, y'all have a blessed night, man. Y'all enjoy yourselves, man. May God bless you to prosper in everything that you do. Hey, tap in tomorrow night, though, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Willie Gaines coming on. Holla, holla, holla.